A warm welcome to the newsroom. I am Fidelia Aguncha. Any moment from now, the National Executive Council of the All Progressives Congress, APC, will converge at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, to discuss the crisis rocking the party. The meeting, scheduled to begin at 12 noon, will be attended by President Muhammadu Buhari and other key stakeholders of the ruling party. Now, just hours to that meeting, at about 9 a.m., armed police officers again took over the National Secretariat of the party in Abuja. This is the second time the party secretariat will be sealed by police officers amid a raging crisis that has divided the APC into factions. Still in politics, the PDP in Oyo State is set to hold its primary election to select a flag bearer for the September 19 governorship election in the state. In a statement, National Publicity Secretary of the party, Kola Ologbodiyan, revealed that a total of 2,229 delegates have been cleared to take part in the poll holding today. The party adds that the election will be carried out in strict compliance with COVID-19 prevention guidelines. Members of the Governorship Primary Election Committee are also already in Benin for the exercise. Now, apart from Oyo State Governor Godwin Obaseki, other aspirants are Gideon Ikine, Ogede Ihama, and Kenneth Imaswagon. Well, amid rising insecurity, the Nigeria police has arrested 39 suspected criminals for crimes including arms dealing, car snatching, and cattle rustling. The suspects, including 36 men and 3 women, were paraded at a special anti-robbery squad office in Abuja on Wednesday.
A total of 7 AK rifles, 3 pump actions, and other assorted weapons were equally recovered. Out of this 818 rounds of live ammunition, 718 were actually for general purpose machine gun. We ask for your collaboration, your partnership, particularly in the areas of information sharing. And our commitment to continue to wage war against criminals remain irrevocable.
The federal government has reviewed its National Research Fund domiciled with the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund, to 7.5 billion naira for 2020 from an initial 5 billion naira in 2019. The National Research Fund was established pursuant to the Tertiary Education Trust Fund Act for 2011 for the resuscitation of research activities in Nigerian institutions. President Muhammadu Buhari also approved the establishment of 6 medical simulation research and clinical training facilities in 6 colleges of medicine in each geopolitical zone within the year. The approval provides an opportunity for TET Fund to provide 12 COVID-19 and related infectious disease molecular laboratories, 2 in each geopolitical zone, making the fund the highest single provider of such test centers in Nigeria. Veteran Yoruba actor Bolaji Amusong, popularly known as Ogun Majek, is dead. According to report, he died on Thursday morning at his home in Okeado, Ibadan. His demise was confirmed by the President of Theatre Arts and Movie Practitioners Association of Nigeria, Bolaji Amusong, earlier today. The cause of his death is, however, yet to be ascertained. We'll take a break here to bring you more stories. Stay with us.
Corruption not in my country.
Hello? Yeah, I found your wallet in front of a supermarket. Meet me at Apple Junction. Yes, I'll be waiting for you.
Now we find out. 2 of us.
Thank you very much, officer. You know, it's surprising that men like you still exist in the police force.
Yes, so...
Oh, yes.
This is just a token of my appreciation.
Oh, no, you don't need to do this. We're only doing our job.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Now I know police is really my friend.
Yes.
Friend. Hey. Okay, which came out with this one? I don't understand.
You know your problem. You are greedy. I'm a policeman who is doing his job. All forms of corruption in the force. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
On Digi 360, we don't just ask the questions. What is wrong with amending the Constitution the way the National Assembly members have been doing it? We seek answers.
Constitution is constituent. Our problem is not lack of laws. Our problem is lack of the willpower to implement our laws.
Answers that provide clarity.
While we negotiate, we should try to make it a point that the girls must be complete.
The clarity you need to make informed judgment so that you can make the right decision and take action. People are saying it is you politicians that are responsible for this, that you are the reason why this is happening.
All these dollars that call themselves governors in this country?
I wish we had people like Tony at the National Assembly.
God forbid that I go to join that band.
Digi 360, providing clarity to issues.
Welcome back. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and CDC has confirmed 649 new infections across 21 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The agency also announced that 9 new COVID-19 related deaths were recorded in the past 24 hours, while the number of recovered patients jumped to 7,613, with 275 people discharged on Wednesday. This is coming as the number of tested samples crossed the 120,000 mark as many states ramp up their testing capacity. Of this number, 22,020 samples were confirmed positive in 35 states and the FCT. Meanwhile, 3 persons in the cabinet of Seyi Makinde, governor of Oyo State, have tested positive for COVID-19. The governor broke the news in a tweet on Wednesday evening. The new cases brings to 1,055 the state's total COVID-19 toll. Makinde had tested positive for the disease but recovered after a week in isolation. About 500 employees of Atlanta-based Delta Airlines have tested positive for COVID-19. Ed Bastian, chief executive officer of the airline, confirmed the spread of the disease among its employees during the company's annual shareholder meeting. Bastian said 10 employees have also died from the illness. He adds that the airline is testing its approximately 90,000 employees for COVID-19. On the economic impact of the pandemic, Bastian said the aviation industry has been hit really bad. The U.S. has a total of 2.449 million COVID-19 cases, and 124,029 deaths has so far been recorded. The COVID-19 vaccine trial on humans has begun in the United Kingdom. The vaccine is developed by a team of researchers from the Imperial College London, and this is the first time it will be tested on humans. The first volunteers have received a small dose of the vaccine and is set to be in stable condition while under close monitoring at a facility in West London. On how the vaccine works against COVID-19, the researchers say it will train the body's immune system to recognize the virus and help it defend itself against a future attack using bits of genetic code rather than bits of the virus. The first dose will be administered to several other people over the next few days, while the second dose will be given within 1 month. A total of 300 people have volunteered to take part in the trial in the initial phase. We'll take a break here to bring you business stories and more. Stay with us. Welcome back. Let's now talk business. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has predicted that the Nigerian economy will contract by 5.4% in the year 2020. This is lower than the 3.4% negative growth it had estimated for Nigeria in April. However, the fund anticipates that by 2021, the country's GDP will grow by 2.6%. This follows the warning by director at Fitch Rating that a sharp rise in Nigeria's sovereign debt and a ballooning financial gap could trigger a rating downgrade. Russians on Thursday will begin casting their ballots in a 7-day vote on sweeping reforms that could clear the way for President Vladimir Putin to remain in power until 2036. The vote is taking place despite concerns over the safety of people voting amid the coronavirus pandemic, worries over voter fraud, and criticism that 67-year-old Putin has already spent too long in power. Election officials say they are opening polls ahead of the official July 1st vote to avoid overcrowding that could spread COVID-19. The vote was initially scheduled for April 22nd, but the Kremlin postponed the poll as infections increased. If, as expected, the constitutional changes are approved, Putin would be able to run for 2 more back-to-back 6-year terms after his current one expires in 2024. And in sport, title chasing Lazio suffered their first Serie A defeat in 9 months, falling 3-2 at Atalanta on Wednesday to stay 4 points behind Serie A leaders Juventus. Lazio bidding for their 3rd Serie A title after 1974 and 2000 had been on a 21-match unbeaten league run going back to September 25. Atalanta are 4 points behind 3rd place Inter Milan, who were held 3-3 at home against Sassuolo earlier on Wednesday. Juventus next hosts Les Friday with Lazio at home against Fiorentina on Saturday. And that's the latest from the newsroom. Many thanks for joining us. I am Fidelia Aguncha. Bye for now.